What you just saw was my very first actual creative shoot with the Sony FX3 when I bought it exactly a year ago. Last year in October, I decided to finally make the investment and buy a $4,000 video camera, which is crazy. But in the direction that I have been going in, which is video production, specifically commercial video production, I felt like I needed a video camera that was capable to do all sorts of things. Now, I am working on a long-term review for the FX3 and why I think it's by far the best video camera for most users like myself, meaning that you may not have the biggest budget, but you do have a little bit of budget. You do this professionally and you need something that is reliable, something that is going to offer superb quality in almost any kind of condition, especially low light conditions, which we will definitely touch base on. I wanted to give you guys sort of an initial long-term review and my thoughts, and give you the opportunity to ask me any questions that you have specifically to this camera in a real world scenario. I've used this for documentation purposes. I've used this for interviews. I've used this in low light, in good lighting, in studio, like you name it. I feel like I have quite enough experience with the camera to sort of give my professional opinion, if you will, on it. So what I'd like to do is give you guys the opportunity to comment below with any questions that you might have that I can include in my actual long-term review. And I will have a specific section in my long-term review for those questions. And if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, the FX3 has been used to film the $80 million budgeted film The Creator that just recently released. A $4,000 video camera was used on an $80 million budget studio film. Think about that. It's no longer about the gear. It's gonna be about what's in here and who's behind the camera. This is my FX3. It's sitting on a rig with no lens and bare bones, but you know, when you take everything off, you can't deny just how good the size of it is for, especially if you're a solo creator. I can't say enough about it. I really can't. And if you've been looking at the footage that I've been putting over the video, everything was shot with this camera. The lens, if you're wondering, the lens that specifically lives on this camera 90% of the time is the Sony 24-70 G Master version 2, which I will make a separate review on. That lens is amazing. I've used it for photo shoots and video shoots, and it's just my go-to lens. I was primarily a prime user when it came to lenses, but I think I was specifically using those lenses because I was doing a lot of portraits early on in my career, and I was in a lot of low light situations. So having a prime that shoots 1.4, 1.8 helped in those situations. However, after owning this camera, the convenience of a 24-70 and the power that this camera has in a low light situation, 24-70, you know, you can get clean footage. I've shot up to, I think, 25,000 ISO, and you can get clean enough footage. Not enough, it's extremely usable footage at high ISOs. You know, I no longer find myself reaching for primes that often. Again, most of everything that I have shown you up until now was shot on a zoom lens. Go ahead and please leave your questions below. Anything that you want to know specifically about this camera, drop them down below. I don't care what it is, how exaggerated the question might be, or how stupid you think the question might be. Go ahead and ask it. And if I have experience with the question that you are asking, I will definitely answer it in my long-term review. This video, once this video is posted, expect my long-term review within a couple of weeks. And I'm going to wait specifically to see what kind of questions I get in the comments below. If you're watching this video and I've already uploaded that long-term review and you have questions, just go ahead and ask anyways, and I will try my best to respond. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Peace.